Hi and welcome, legends. Are we live? Yes, it looks like the feed is coming through. Legends, whoo! I know everyone is celebrating on X, on social media, on YouTube. Every little influencer out there is celebrating the $100,000 Bitcoin that we finally smashed. Welcome to the live stream, legends. Now the question is, can we hold the 100K level and continue momentum to the upside? What does the technicals tell us? Are we going to reject with one of the biggest fake outs that we've ever seen? Are the probabilities higher to move to the upside, or can this like to be a little bit of a fake out here to the upside, and we're going to go and crash down for a C wave to the downside? Okay, I have gone through this scenario a couple of times already where we're potentially forming that A, B, and this is where we're getting the consolidation, the reaction at the moment, that red box that I've been talking about for so long. Okay, and are we going to make a C here to the downside, coming to claim $90,000. Right. We will go through the technical analysis here today on Bitcoin to go and determine the high probable scenario here. Can we continue momentum to the upside, or is this just a bull trap, right? Is this a bull trap? I see some of the altcoins are still popping here to the upside. I had a look at the crypto bubbles. I'm not sure if anyone has a look at the crypto bubbles from time to time. It gives you a nice little sense of what's going on in the market here. From a crypto perspective, are we seeing a little bit of a correction on the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the hourly time frame? And I have noticed that render has popped, or it's still busy popping. Okay. And render for me is the king of the AI ecosystem. So perhaps, right, I do have a couple of altcoins in the AI ecosystem. And perhaps because render has popped and is starting to break to the upside, maybe Fetch will follow. Maybe layer AI will follow. And Mr. Rudy, I'm not sure if you're going to join the stream, or if you are in the stream. Rudy highlighted a couple of powerful AI tokens yesterday, and I did add one of them to my spot bags. Really like the fundamentals from my research. Also, from a technical perspective, it absolutely looked stunning. Right, legends, smash up the like on your way in. Currently 70 people joining on the live stream, 21 likes. I'm sure we can do a little bit better than that. And then we can dive into the technical analysis. We can go through some altcoin requests. Oh, and I do apologize, legends. I do see some comments after the fact. Dewald, I posted 6 times that you please have a look at this altcoin. Are you purposefully ignoring my comments? No, I'm not. I really try my best to go through as many comments as I can. And if I do miss your comment, it's not because I'm purposefully ignoring you, right? I'm only one person here behind my screen, and I try and get through as many altcoin requests as I can. So, right, I'm not purposefully ignoring you. That's basically the crux of it. I just want to, sorry, legends, I just need to do something here quick. Right, sorry, I forgot to set my screen to game mode so I can see that, because of this bright light here in front of me, I struggle to see the stuff on the screen if it's at 40% brightness. So I just need to pump it up to 100%, and then I can see everything nice and clearly. Right, legends, let me say hi to the beautiful community, and then we can dive into the Bitcoin technical analysis. And as you can see as well, right, we had a beautiful dump. Okay, and this is what's given us the party here on the altcoins. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, for those of you that don't know what Bitcoin dominance is, the easiest, simplest, fastest way that I can explain Bitcoin dominance is, if dominance goes up, the love is with Bitcoin, the attention is with Bitcoin. It's the little child that gets spoiled. Okay, Bitcoin gets spoiled and gets all the love when dominance goes to the upside. And if dominance falls, okay, the love goes to the reject children, okay? The children that don't get enough attention, right? The love goes to the orphans, if I can put it that way. And yesterday during my live stream, I also discussed legends. We are approaching critical support. And I mean, as per that pump that happened yesterday, you can see that Bitcoin took the love away from the orphan children. Okay, so love is now at the moment back with Bitcoin, and I would expect altcoins to slow down ever so slightly. Right. Let me go through the comments, say hi to the beautiful community, and then we can jump into some technical analysis. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, thanks for your support. Thanks for being here. Yes, smash up the like on your way in. Barter, hi, legends. Welcome to the live stream. Roll Crystal, hello. Olivier, hello. Hey, Doggy, hi, Dewald. Irina, as always, thanks for joining the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Fast, stay here. Not so fast. Let's keep it slow. Hello, Dewald. How are you? I'm absolutely fantastic. Ayush, hello, Dewald from the Netherlands. Ooh, all the way from the Netherlands. Welcome, welcome. Donny, why alts aren't moving? Well, I think I've just answered your question. The reason why alts are not moving is dominance is stealing the love from our little children, okay, which is our altcoins, okay? Dominance goes up, alts won't move. Dominance goes down and Bitcoin goes up, that's when you see the craziness, okay? If you want to see an altcoin explosion to the upside, you need dominance to fall and you need Bitcoin to go up, okay? Even if it just crawls up like those little, choppiness to the upside, that is where you see the craziness in the alts, is when dominance goes down and Bitcoin goes sideways upwards, right? So that explains why altcoins are standing still. And I do think, or I do see a lot of people see this God candle here from Bitcoin that's just claimed $100,000. Okay. Absolutely insane. But why did the altcoins not run with it? It's because dominance went up. Basically, money flows out of the altcoins and it goes into Bitcoin and the love goes with Bitcoin. Okay. There's your reason. Okay. Um, BTC first. Yes, I will go through the analysis on Bitcoin first. Mr. Nags, Mrs. Nags, Nags, hi Dewald. Did you see the new meme coin I posted? Nice D-line potential. I will go and have a look at that. Did you post it inside our Legends community? I will go and have a look at it. Okay, hit the like, everyone. Welcome. It's called. Oh. It's called XRP. Okay, we can go and have a look at XRP in a moment. It's most probably forming a bullish pennant, if I'm not mistaken. Right. And you're most probably keeping an eye on the D-line strategy. Okay. Swift, Dewald, my model has Bitcoin going to 200K this cycle by next year's summer. Okay, it would be great for you to share your model with us. Go and join our Legends Discord community. First link down in the description. Let me go in here. Okay, you click on more to open up the description and you will see the first link down here is where you join our Legends Discord community. We have a free section and we have a paid for section. Ooh, and I see the price has been reduced from $97 to $82 per month. Okay, 15% discount. Oh, that's when you take the 12-month package. I see they're doing some enhancements here on the website. Looks absolutely stunning. And you could potentially get a free 7-day free trial. Ooh, nice. Okay, so if you want to see and check out the Legends Pro community, the paid community, you now get a 7-day free trial. Go check that out. Okay, if you've always wanted to join, but you haven't done so already, or maybe you inside the free Discord community, go try out the Pro community for 7 days for free. Cool, legends. But I mean, the point that I was trying to drive across here is that if you have the model that suggests that we're going to $200,000, I am a very curious person, especially when it comes to technical analysis. Go join even our free Discord community. Tag me there in the chat section and say, hey, Dewald, as per the YouTube channel, this is my model. What do you think? Let's check it out together as a community. Would love to see your technical analysis. Okay, right, legends. Bitcoin. Okay, we will start with some technical analysis here on Bitcoin, and then Mr. Pac-Man, welcome in the house. Smash the like for Dewald. Our pink message retracted. Obviously, you said something you don't want me to see. Feature, can you please teach me how to get the SVD green to have that you have peas from Germany? Okay, if you would like the CVD that I have, by joining even the free community, you don't even have to pay for the paid community. I will share the script with you so that your lines and your CVD cumulative volume delta chart looks exactly like mine. And if I don't share it with you, there's lots of people in the community that will help you out. Okay, everyone is friendly, everyone is helpful. When I'm not there, I can see the people helping each other, explaining the D-line strategy. Andy spoke about this, Dewald spoke about this. You hammer on risk management. Absolute amazing community to surround yourself with like-minded people. Okay, that takes trading as seriously as you do. Right. Hi, Dewald. Okay, cool. Trump token. Okay, before I get to any altcoin requests, please stay tuned because I will go through some altcoin requests. I do have my pen. Again, I do have my notebook, and I will go through as many as I possibly can in the time that I'm spending here with you guys. But obviously, I won't always be able to go through every single altcoin. But first, let's do some technical analysis. And what I would like to talk about first is what happened yesterday. Yesterday, we did a live trade together. And boy, oh boy, I did not realize that that is the trade. Okay, I did not realize that the trade we took together as a community yesterday turned out to be the trade, okay, that went past $100,000. Let me know in the comments, okay, if you took that trade. And I remember I asked yesterday, did you take the trade? And I saw a lot of yeses come through. But did you take the trade and left it up until the pivot over here and then started taking profits? Who closed their positions over here? Okay. And who is still in the position? Let me know in the comments, because we took this trade. We got in here, legends. Yesterday in the live stream, we did a live trade. We were looking at this three-wave structure to the downside. We spoke about the FIP at the 618, okay, the one-to-one extension from a corrective perspective. And then I think somewhere in this zone, I told everyone in the live stream, I'm taking some profits. I think I took 40% profits. And then before I went to bed, I closed my position over here. Okay, it's just, I was happy with the profits, right? It's not about what price does after you take profits. Did you have a successful trade? Yes, I had a successful trade. I took profits over here. I closed my position over here because I went to bed. I didn't want to leave the trade open, and now price is at $103,000. Okay. Whew, can you see AMP? All right, I'll go through altcoin requests a little bit later. Unfortunately not. I longed Sol and XRP. Okay. D-line break right in the SFP level. Hell yeah, deal. I didn't catch your stream, but I took the same trade. Alex, what a legend, right? What a legend. We spoke about this trade yesterday when I started the live stream. I opened up the live stream by telling the legends, I've just longed over here, but I will add to my position if we fall a little bit down, and I have my stop loss glued to the low. Okay. And the reason I'm entering over here, okay, and not waiting for levels downstairs is because it can front run the levels and just start creeping to the upside. And then what happened is even it broke trend. Okay. And during the stream, because I was managing the stream, I was talking to you guys, I don't want price just to reject and I didn't take profits. I like to pay myself as a trader. Okay. So I took some profits over here, and before I went to bed, I closed my position over there, and I took the trade on weeks. So I'm not sure where you guys took the trade, but for high leverage positions, for small little moves like this, okay, for me, it's worth trading on a platform that has low trading fees. So 4 weeks. Down in the description under exchanges, I've got two of my favorite exchanges, trusted exchanges that I really enjoy trading with. Bluffin, you still get that 10% cash back until the end of the week, and then the offer is gone. Okay, up to $2,000 cash back when you deposit money in your features account, and this is for existing users as well. You don't have to open up a new account if you already have a Bluffin account with my link. All you have to do is put money into your features account, right? And then I've got weeks up to $20,000 sign up bonus, and you only qualify for these low trading fees by using the link down in the description. Also, your way to support the channel, and it costs you nothing extra. Okay, so I bring you the amazing deals, you get a benefit from the amazing deals, and I get a small little percentage, okay, from the trading fees that you would have paid anyways. So it's not a lot, right, Regents? It's not a lot. Anyways, but I mean, this is how we help each other. This is how I continue to bring you guys the alpha. You support the channel. I bring you guys the education. I help you with trading setups. I explain to you why I'm entering the trade. I help you with risk management. I teach you guys a little bit about Elliott wave theory, about the range low strategy that I'm keeping an eye on here at the moment, which I'll go through now as well. So now, legends, we need to determine, are we going up? You know, the trading question, are we going up or are we going down, right? Because that's the only way the chart works, right? It's either up or down. And based on technical analysis, you can enter high probable trades betting on which momentum has the highest probability. Okay, that's basically what trading is, right? It's trading up or down with conviction or with a higher probability. Right, cool, legends. Now, okay, have been talking, if I go back here onto the 1 hour time frame, okay, for those of you that has been watching my streams for the last couple of days or weeks, you all know, okay, that I've been talking about this little red box over here. Okay, for quite some time, since we made this pivot, I've been talking about that box because this pivot gave me the measurement to determine, sorry, this pivot gave me where this box could potentially end. Right. And ironically, this is now currently where we're finding a consolidation. Okay. Price is consolidating at the box, inside the box. Okay. Currently outside the box. And now we're going to discuss the probabilities. Okay. This was just another scenario that I was keeping an eye on. Some of our I think it was Mr. Crypto Big Brains, if I'm not mistaken. You highlighted this potential trumpet that's going to play out over here, okay? And I will go through this in a moment as well and just discuss the probabilities, okay? But let's just ignore the trend line there for a moment because people might look at that and say, hey, we're going to reject there. It's definitely going to happen. Right, let's first go through the scenario over here is that when you take a fib, a trend-based fib extension, okay, from the high to the low, you drag it across and you can see where I got the box from. Okay, it's between the 1.236 and the 1.382. If this is an A, B flat that takes the high, okay, and we can create a C wave that takes the low, this is the box where it needs to reject right now. It needs to reject right now. If it goes any higher, this scenario is invalidated. And I'm already a little bit concerned about how high that pivot went. Ideally, what you would like to see for a proper B flat, okay, is that you want this B wave over here to be inside the box. And it overshot the box by quite a lot, right? Which is not ideal, but it's not invalidated. If we tap the 1.618 over here, the 1.618, the B flat is invalidated. And we're most likely going to make maybe even a correction and continue momentum to the upside. Okay, so for the A, B, C to play out, you don't really want to take that high again. Okay, because if you're going to take this high again, you're most likely going to tap the 1.618 and then you increase probabilities to continue to move to the upside. So legends, I hope that paints the picture for you how critical this zone is for Bitcoin at the moment. Okay, now let's go on to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, this is a trend that we've been tracking, and I've spoken about this during our Legends Pro community update as well, right? Just want to show you guys, where's my, did I even put it here? Just want to, oh, I still have it here on my other screen. Let me do this. Drag this across. Okay, guys, this is our Discord, and I know it might look a little bit confusing because I have a lot more options over here because I'm an admin person, so I see a lot more things that you won't see, so it looks a lot cleaner when you are inside of Discord. But here inside of my section, myself and Andy have a section even inside here where we provide daily technical analysis and video updates. Once a day, I go live here inside of the premium section where people can ask me questions, okay? Here is where people can post their money shots. Let's just see what has been cooking over here. Not financial advice. Woo! 300, 385% long on BTC. Okay. Sorry, sir. We only post 300% and up in absolute legend. Mr. Pac-Man, I see. Wow, nice profits here. I mean, the legends, crypto big brains, the mods are absolutely killing it. Andy also beautiful long 157%. But you guys can see, you know, we all enter the same trades and then we show our P&Ls. But I do know that people post their losses as well. I'm not sure if there has been any losses recently because I mean the market has just been crazy to the upside. But I do know from time to time, people also post their losses to show the risk management that they apply. Okay. And if it's a big loss, then we help each other out and we explain, okay, well, what could you have done better? Right, legends. But I mean, this about an hour or an hour and a half ago is where I posted my video update and explaining the scenarios that I'm now sharing with you guys as well, where we're basically keeping an eye on this little trend over here. And I told the legends, okay, the level that I like the most is the range low. Okay, and I've got it marked out as the range low. But we need to keep an eye on the trend because we might front run this level, right? And this is now basically what we're doing. So if Bitcoin continues momentum here to the upside and it takes the high, right? I will consider a swing failure from the high. Okay, even if it taps the 1.618, because you could still get that momentum to the upside, it rejects, it gets acceptance back below, I will consider a short over here. So although you could be invalidating a B flat to the upside, you could still get a correction, okay, in a three-wave structure correction, and then you continue momentum to the upside. So all it means by tapping the 1.618, okay, you're most likely not going to get a deep correction that's going to claim the low over here, okay? So this is this is basically the difference for me, is that, let me clean up the scribble. If price goes up and it claims the high and it rejects here by the 1.618 and it gets acceptance back above below that pivot, I will consider a short in this zone. Okay, but it will invalidate an ABC flat for me. It significantly reduces the probabilities because the B wave has to reject in this box. If you tap the 1.618, it then means, okay, that you might not get a correction this deep. It could still come down, okay, maybe do a retest on this trend that we've broken out from. It maybe does even a nice little retest and it continues momentum back to the upside. Okay, this is what this line means to me from a technical perspective, is that it reduces probabilities of coming down this low, where you have an ABC flat. Tapping the 1.618 increases probabilities that you could still get a correction, but a shallower correction and continue momentum back to the upside. Right, hope that makes sense. So tapping the 1.618 is actually more bullish for the price of Bitcoin and increases the probabilities that we could hold the 100K level and not lose it. Okay, so I don't have a crystal ball and I cannot tell you guys and girls that we are definitely going to hold 100K. But I can share with you the levels that needs to be tapped or not tapped in order to reduce or increase probabilities. So if price does not claim this high and we, make a lower high over here and we start tumbling down, then we still have that probability that this could be an ABC flat, and we could even come and claim these lows to the downside. Okay, so now you guys see how important this 1.618 level is. Right, Promise and them. Hi, Dewald. How do you do? Absolutely fantastic. Up 1%. Dr. MC, I have a buy order at 88K. 88K. Woo, that's far down. It's far down right here. Okay, yes, that is if the ABC flat is going to be valid here to the downside. So, legends, we're now focusing on the bullish case scenario. So, from a bullish case perspective, okay, you basically want the 1.618 to be tapped. You want this high to be claimed, okay? Because when I look at this structure, okay, there's two ways in which you can look at this structure. I see some people are looking at it as a 1, 2, 3, and we are still busy with a fourth wave, and we're going to make another fifth wave, okay, where you basically have to claim the high. So then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you could form a three-wave corrective structure and continue momentum to the upside. You could also look at this structure, okay, to say that I'm ignoring anything previous to this line. I don't care about this price action, okay? I only care about this pivot. But then you could still count it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whether you count the impulse from here or whether you count the impulse from here, you still expect another high. That will be bullish for the price of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin fails to claim this high, this looks awfully a lot like a three-wave structure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And you then increase the probabilities that when, with the momentum to the downside, especially if there's no bullish CVD building up, that you could go down lower to, like someone said over here, I have a limit order at $88,000. That is definitely a possibility. I do have to highlight, purely on a game of probabilities, that the fact that this week went so far outside of my box is a little bit concerning to me. It's not a big concern, but I'm a little bit concerned about it, because usually when you go and backtest ABC flat scenarios, okay, for the ABC flat to play out almost every single time, the B wave almost always closes inside of this box. And when it has wicks to the outside of this box, often, okay, it gets invalidated. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Yes. Maxian, Dewald, high negative funding means bullish, right? Since shorts are being squeezed. Yes, you are correct. Okay, cool. So, legends, this is now kind of where we are. We are at a critical decision moment for Bitcoin. The question now on everyone's mind is, are we going to hold $100,000? The one thing I want to point out here, to keep things very simple, is I want to discuss the range low strategy over here, okay? I'm not going to go into too much detail, but what I want to point out over here is usually when you have a nice little pump to the upside, okay, with nice volume, and you make the first low, that is referred to as the range low. And if price comes down and it taps that level for the first time, I refer to that as a tap and go. It needs to tap it once and it needs to move away. And that is usually a great longing opportunity. Okay, if price comes down and it taps the level again, it increases the probabilities to fill the inefficiency. And this is now what I'm spotting over here. Okay. So from a trading perspective, legends, I'm looking at the following. This breakout is either going to be a fake out that doesn't claim the high, and then the other probability is it does go and claim the high and it taps the 1.618, or, okay, we fall down and we tap the range low. Can you guys see with this pump here to the upside, massive green volume? Okay, you were pumping, 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 and you came down and you made that first low, and then you pumped and you started consolidating. This is what I refer to as the range low. Okay, usually, here's the rules. Okay, if price had to come back down and it taps this level, it needs to go. It needs to be a tap and go. You want price to dip below, get acceptance back above so that you know where to put your stop loss, and you want price to move away and not tap this level again. Okay, that's how the strategy works. And your profit taking area is the high. And this works both in a bear market and a bull market, right? So from a downwards perspective, I then call it the range high. In a bull market, I call it the range low. But basically, if price falls to the downside and it does this, okay, this becomes your range high. Okay, so you can play the strategy both to the up and to the downside. But now we have the bullish one over here. Okay. Right, legends. So from a longing perspective, I told the legends this morning I'm not really interested in a long over here. Yes, it does have the possibility to come and claim the high and tap the 1.618, but I like high probable trades. If price, okay, breaks out here, maybe it makes a fake out and it comes back down and it claims this low and it taps the range low and it gets acceptance back above. This to me is a way better long. Okay, you have a better entry, you have a nice tight stop loss, and if and if this scenario had to happen, I would adjust my trend, okay, to wherever price is rejecting. So let's say price is now rejecting exactly where it is. This is now your new trend. And then when price, okay, let's say this plays out and price moves back up and it breaks out. As soon as price breaks out, I usually protect my position and put my stop loss above my entry. But now you have an insane entry and you benefit from the entire momentum here to the upside. This is the power of swing failure patterns. Okay, and applying the range low and the range high strategy. There are many trading strategies out there, and depending on what price offers you, I then know which trading strategy to apply. So for those of you that's new here to the live stream, maybe you've never heard me talk about this trading strategy because I haven't had to use it up until now, okay? And maybe I was busy with other trades or I didn't spot them. But now here is one available to us. Okay, cool, legends. So this is a potential long that I'm looking out for here. Also, when I take a fib right from the low to the high, okay, this is where confluence starts building up as well. You have the 0.382. Usually after a nice little pump, when you hit a major fib level for the first time, you get a reaction, okay? This could be the reaction that claims the high over here. Could, okay, because we trade with good risk management and we know where to take profits and why we are entering. And you're also claiming the liquidity below this low, because I can just imagine people that are longing here at the moment, thinking that this is the breakout, okay? Where do they put their stop losses? Most of them will put their stop losses over here and they will put maybe, aggressive, and they'll put their stop losses over there. I'm not saying that momentum can't continue to the upside, but if the strategy had to play out, you stop all of them out, you claim the liquidity below this low, you tap the 0.382, the range low strategy plays out, and you get the breakout and the momentum to the upside. So for me, this is a way better entry than catching the breakout of the trend. If you are sleeping, you are not in front of the chart, okay, you are not watching what's going on, your alarm goes off, you don't hear it, whatever the case might be, okay, this is where I then apply the D-line strategy. So from a simplicity perspective, you don't care what happens here. You wait for the break of the trend, and when the alarm goes off, you play the breakout. The only downfall about the strategy, although it's one of my simplest trading strategies, okay, that I often talk about, is that if price had to do this, okay, and then it breaks out, your stop loss has to go below the low. So the only downfall about this strategy is that you still have risk, okay, compared to the profits over there. So there's a chance that you could get stopped out with a loss. Whereas if you enter over here, by the time you get to the trend, your position is already protected and you've made profits all the way to the trend line. So if it rejects, you still get stopped out with no loss. It's a free trade. Okay, and that is the power about learning how to combine trading strategies. Okay, smash up the like for the education over here. Legends, I'm sharing a lot of secret sauce, okay? I'm teaching you guys everything that I know about trading, all the lessons that I've learned and the things to look out for with great risk management. Okay, right, let me just take a sip of water and we can continue. Cool, Legends, I will go through altcoin requests in a moment. I just want to finish the technical analysis here on Bitcoin. Okay, and hopefully you are also learning while I'm doing the technical analysis. Right, so cool, Legends. Another thing that I'm looking at is that if I'm speculating that this is the start of the impulse, and this is a 1, 2, 3, and we are maybe still busy with the fourth wave, okay, there's rules from an Elliott wave perspective. You take your normal fib from, okay, let me just take the scribble out. From the low to the high, okay, because this does look like an ABC and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the upside, regardless, okay. If this is a 1, 2, 3, and we are now busy with a fourth wave, remember the rule for a fourth wave, it's not allowed to tap the 0.618. So it kind of has to find, you know, it has to find support over here. And you could even be a little bit more degen and say, okay, I'm going to play it a little bit safer and I'm going to put my pivot over here, right? As soon, I would say, if you're counting the structure from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you should not, the fourth wave should not tap the 0.618. Okay, so you want to price to tap the 50% over here, dip below this range low over here, and immediately get acceptance back above and not tap the 0.618. Then it is a valid fourth wave, because you could be forming A, B, C to the downside and you start continuing impulses back to the upside. Okay, so this has to be the maximum target. If price is going to fall down here and it taps the 0.618, you increase the probabilities that you are going down, even with a bounce, that you're going down lower, because it's an invalidation for a fourth wave. Some technical traders will even take the fib from this pivot over here, because I see some technical analysts are saying that this is a 1, 2, 3. But then this doesn't make sense, okay? Like I don't like the structure as part of the impulse. I really don't like it, because then this doesn't make sense. Is this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5? Okay, I don't really like the structure, so I'm just paying attention to this pivot as being the start of the impulse. Right, cool, Legends. So, I mean, you can even take the fib from this pivot over here, okay, and speculate on, okay, well, there's beautiful alignment with a 382, okay, looks like a beautiful bouncing zone for a nice little long to the upside, and that is if price even comes down to this level. Okay, because it might just continue up here, right? And this was the fourth wave, done, completed. We already made 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is now the fifth wave to the upside. Then you're going to look for a three-wave corrective structure. Maybe you find support here by the 0.618 inside of the consolidation area, and we continue momentum to the upside. Remember the probabilities that I've shared with tapping the 1.618. You could make a nice little shallow three-wave structure to the downside. We hold the 100K level, and we continue momentum to the upside. Ooh, right. Cool. Legends. Now, from a shorting perspective, I just have to talk about this. Okay. If you are bearish and you believe, okay, this is a ABC, there's no two ways about it. A, B, we're going to fall down, right? And we're going to go and claim $88,000 wherever your bearish target is here to the downside. But the rule, the most common rule for an ABC flat is if the B takes the high, which is a flat, it's a B flat, usually in most instances, the C takes the low as well. So this could be a significant move to the downside. So if you are in the bear camp, this is where you want to short. This is the level that you want to short, and you have a clear invalidation. Very, 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 very clear invalidation. Because if this is a B flat, okay, if this is the B flat and we are going to consolidate, maybe we don't even claim the high, right? Bearish CVD, insane bearish CVD building up. This is the zone where you want to build your short. Okay, so I've now spoken about the bullish case scenario. Now I'm sharing with you the bearish case scenario. If you wanted to short the top, okay, believing that we are not going to hold the 100K level, this is where you have to do it. Because once you tap the 1.618, you decrease probabilities that you're going down lower. And the fact that we haven't tapped the 618 is now a bear party, right? This is where the bears needs to pay attention. And for me, it's quite it's a simple trade from a bearish perspective. Okay, you have your stop loss above the high, and you are building a short in this zone. And hopefully, okay, based on your technical analysis, maybe there's some bearish CVD building up, which I do see that there are bearish CVD, insane bearish CVD building up, but it can be leading that we're not going to take the high. Okay, we're not going to take the high. You can see lower low, lower high on price action, and look at CVD, absolutely just rampaging here to the upside, which, excuse me, shows me that there's a lot of retail, especially on Bybit, longing here at the moment, the 100K area, just longs piling in here at the moment. Everyone is aggressively longing at the moment. And this is the zone where you want to short, and your invalidation has to be above the high, because as soon as you tap the 1.618, you're most likely going to continue. Okay, you could still get the correction to the downside, but it might not be as low as you think it's going to go. It might find support here and then continue. Okay, so you could still get a short if you tap the 1.618, but it might not go as low as you are hoping for. Right, so legends, this is the shorting opportunity. There is a clear invalidation. Okay, we have bearish CVD building up at the moment. This is the zone for a potential swing short to the downside. And I mean, the move can be significant enough that it doesn't have to be a high leverage with a large position size. Okay, it can be a small move to the downside. So I leave the choice to you from a trading perspective. You need to decide, well, is the probabilities higher? Okay, from a 382, the range low perspective, I'm going to see how price reacts over there, or am I going to build a low position from a shorting perspective over here, swing short here to the downside? Bitcoin is now at a critical level where you need to make that trading decision with good risk management. I like to say any trade is a good trade with good risk management. If you are not risking more than what you can afford to lose, right, then any trade is a good trade. And remember, okay, I've got Weeks, Bluffin down in the description, two of my favorite exchanges that I do my trading on. Weeks with a low trading fees, and Bluffin with that 10% cash back when you deposit money into your futures account. Go down in the description, sign up, come trade with me. Cool, legends. So those are basically the areas that I'm watching. This is basically the technical analysis on Bitcoin that I wanted to share with you. So let me know if you guys like it, you don't like it, you don't think it's going to play out, right? I quickly wanted to discuss just quickly the high time frame as well, 8-hour time frame. Okay, let's just zoom out a little bit. Cool. Let me just take some daily levels here out the way. Do you guys remember yesterday during my live stream? Okay, do you guys remember when I showed you guys this looks like a movie that I have seen before? This looks like a movie that I have seen before. We are chopping to the upside, okay, and CVD on the 4-hour is showing me they're not having it. They're not going to let the price fall, okay? They're not going to entertain the situation from the bears, right? Do you guys remember yesterday when I spoke about it and I said, I've seen this movie before where price grinds to the upside, still making higher lows, and CVD is absolutely just tanking. And I posed the question, who do you think is going to win? Do you think smart money is going to win, or do you think retail is going to win? Well, smart money took the high. right? And I've seen this movie before because there was another example that I used over here, okay? Do you guys remember this? You chop, chop, chop to the upside, you still make higher lows, and CVD was tanking down. It happened there, and it happened there as well. So I've seen this movie once, twice, thrice, for the fourth time, and it played out, okay? So technical analysis don't lie. Right, so I mean, the target for this insane bullish CVD, this target for the insane bullish CVD was the high. It's always the highest point inside of the structure. Now we have taken it. So this insane bullish CVD has now played out. Done. The other thing I want to point out is when I go back here onto the 5-minute time frame, just to throw a little bit of a spanner in the works, okay? Just a small spanner, legends. I just want to highlight, right? If you are a bear and you are planning to short, okay, based on this insane bearish CVD, remember where the target is. It doesn't matter how insane this bearish CVD gets. The target is always the lowest point between these two pivots. There's your target. Once price comes back down and it claims this pivot, this insane bullish bearish CVD has played out. Done. It's played out. It's done what it was supposed to do. Which leads me still to believe, if I go back here onto the 15-minute time frame, and this is now the spanner in the work, right? If you are a bear building a massive short position in this zone, that bearish CVD, once it claims the low, it has played out, and then the range low strategy kicks in. What if you claim the low, the bearish CVD plays out, you get the bounce, and we go up? Okay, but then there is a shorting opportunity. I will use the 1.618 line as a potential SFP line. Right, cool. I hope you guys enjoy the technical analysis over here. Smash up the like. I mean, I'm educating, I'm showing you guys the scenarios, what I'm looking for from a technical perspective, what are the probabilities. All I ask in return is you just click that little like button once. Okay, cool, legends. I just quickly want to look at the structure over here and go back here. Just, you know, I always like to talk about this because, you know, let's just take stock of where we are. Okay, cool. So now, this is now the question, okay? Let's look at orange. Where's my pen? We look at orange and we look at red, okay? So red is potentially finished where we have made a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. So the red one could be finished right now. Now we are focusing on number orange over here because you work your way back. When you have double or triple 1, 2 combos, you work your way back and this one has to finish first. So this one is potentially now can like to be finished. Okay, so if red is finished, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see that we have now potentially completed the fourth wave in 1, 2. So this movement that we're now seeing to the upside, okay, this movement that we're now seeing to the upside is now completing orange 5. We don't know where it's going to end. It can go a little bit higher. It can reject in this zone. It can be here at the 1.6 or 0.618. Okay, it can reject by the one. You know, it's in the zone. It's you know, that's what I'm trying to get to. Okay, it's in the zone. Which will be number 3, 4, and 5. Okay, cool. So it does look like we could still maybe have some momentum to the upside, finish 5 orange, and then it is done. This one is done. Now we need to focus on green 1, 2, which means that you're now potentially finishing the third wave, okay, of green. You still need to make another correction in 4, and we're going up for one more high in 5. Okay, so structure is still playing out. This whole scenario is still playing out according to plan, where we now have so far 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need another 4 and another 5. Okay, so but momentum is still to the upside. But this, I just want to remind everyone, this structure could change into a super cycle because this little third wave over here could get very explosive. It is not to say Okay, third waves. I mean, guys, I've spoken about third waves so many times in my live streams. This little puppy over here does not have to end here. It can literally, it can rampage to the upside. It gives you those $10,000 moves almost every single day, like you've seen on XRP, like you've seen on ADA. Third moves can be very punchy to the upside. I'm just putting them here, okay, from a conservative perspective. Okay, legends. So that's basically where we are at the moment. Hope you guys enjoyed the technical analysis, but this is what I kind of see here on the price of Bitcoin. Okay, cool. Some of the alts. Okay, now we get to the fun part. Everyone wants to see their favorite altcoin. So there's a couple of alts that I spoke about yesterday, and I just quickly want to go through it again. And then I can go through some comments and see what you guys want me to have a look at as well. Okay, cool. And if I do, Rudy, I see you here. Hello, crypto enthusiasts. Have a great trading day. Have a happy $100,000 Bitcoin. Rudy, I actually bought one of the AI tokens that you suggested yesterday. And that one that I picked to buy yesterday was AGI. Okay, I've done my research. I like the token. I encourage you to do your own research and not just trust anything that I tell you. Okay. I have bought a little bit based on my risk appetite. So Rudy, thanks for the suggestion. It looks great from a technical perspective. Okay. And it has a nice bullish structure here. It has a nice higher low, and it's just chopping. And it's last night, I actually bought a little bit after I did my research after the live stream. So I got like a nice little entry in this zone. It's a spot bag. I'm just leaving it for higher levels. Okay, but it's still, although it one could argue that it has left the station, it hasn't done that yet. Okay, that's what I call leaving the station. It's still at the station. It's just pulling away. And I just want to show you guys here something on render. Okay, I want to show you guys this. This is what I can see happening with the alts. Okay, once you leave the station, okay, there's your station. I want you guys to pay attention to this. Okay, can you see the choppiness once you leave the station? It's just choppy. Doesn't look like it wants to do anything, and then all of a sudden you get that nice little candle to the upside where it starts like really leaving the station. That's exactly what ADA did as well. That's exactly what XRP did as well. It does this choppiness when it leaves the station and it looks like it doesn't want to do anything. Now, if I come back here to AGI, can you see that it's doing the same thing? So maybe, you know, this is what we can still expect. And then all of the sardines, that happens. Okay, so I'm not expecting to enter a trade over here and just see that. I recognize that you could still get that choppiness, like what happened with render, before you get the explosion to the upside. Layer is kind of doing the same thing. Okay, if I go here onto, or Layer AI, I know some people say, Dewald, you're pronouncing it wrong, but it's the best way that I can say it. Okay, right? It is doing the same thing. And I have noticed it's most of the tokens in the AI space. Okay, it has broken out of this flag. Okay, that's basically your station. So you're basically still inside of the train station, but inside the train station, it's showing some bullish momentum. So this is, for me, is still a great spot buy. Okay, but I've already bought, so I'm happy with the bag that I have, right? But it's chopping, and maybe it's going to still, you know, the choppiness is still going to last a while, but then you get that explosion to the upside. So, you know, it's nice to look at leading tokens and go and compare the price action to one that has not left the station just as yet, to try and see, well, what happened to render, for example, before it had the explosion. Okay, very interesting to note. Right, so AGI is one, you know, full disclosure, that I added last night to my spot bags. Thanks, Rudy, for pointing it out. It looks absolutely great. Okay, and layer can be traded on, if I'm not mistaken, it can be traded on AGI. Sorry, AGI can be traded on weeks. Okay, it can be traded on weeks. And link down in the description for the lowest trading fees and biggest sign up bonus. If you guys would like to come and trade AGI, okay. As always, I have made peace with being uncomfortable or comfortably uncomfortable. If layer or any of these tokens that I'm buying from a spot perspective comes back into buy zone, I don't mind being underwater for a while, because I do know at some point, okay, it's going to pop. Is just, you know, based on previous price action from some of the other altcoins, it feels like money just still needs to rotate into the narrative. The AI narrative is not yet taken place, but it looks like it could, based on crypto bubbles. You guys can see that Render had a great move this morning. Okay, it's having a slight little pullback, but I think it's going to continue to the upside. But Render usually leads the AI sector, and if Render starts running, I have noticed previously, when Render starts running, all the AI token starts waking up. Okay, so perhaps that will be the next narrative in terms of where money is going to start flowing into the AI sector. Right, and Render might be the clue that's going to, you know, Render might be the clue. Cool, legends. Hi, Dewald. Big thanks for the alpha. Could you take a look at TRX on a longer term spot? Okay, I'll make a note here of TRX. I just want to go through all the alpha that I want to provide over here. TRX. And right, layer, AGI, I've gone through. Layer still, you know, for me, it's still in a great zone from a spot perspective. I do have layer in my portfolio, but I have made the decision, no more AI. I think my portfolio is a little bit heavy on AI. Okay, there's a lot of AI tokens that still looks really great, but I cannot just buy all of them, because I also have to take mind of the fact that I don't want my portfolio to be AI heavy. I want a diversified portfolio, not just in the number of coins that I'm holding, but also in the number of narratives that I'm investing in. You know, I want to be in Oracle. I want to be in the gaming sector. I want to be in AI. I want to be in ETH, Bitcoin, layer ones, block, Rune. You know, you need to have a diversified portfolio, not just from how many tokens you have, but also in which sector you have those tokens. And I feel like my AI appetite is satisfied. I'm not buying any more AI tokens. I've got a big bag of Render. I've got Fetch. I've got Layer. I've got AGI. And I'm not sure which other ones are still linked to the AI sector as well. Okay, cool. So I'm happy with the buys that I have at the moment in AI, but it looks like the AI sector is the sector that is still lagging behind, and it could be the next sector to explode to the upside. Okay, nothing's ever guaranteed in the market. Okay, let's just see how this plays out. But I'm just pointing out that Render had a nice little pump. Okay, quite a severe pullback, but it looks like, you know, just like I remember seeing this on ADA as well. It pumped, it pulled back severely, and then it just continued. Okay, so I wouldn't expect Render just to fall down from here. Okay, I think Render is just consolidating. Massive green volume is starting to kick in. I think Render is going to start exploding to the upside, and you can see how I've been tracking the momentum exactly the same, right? Breakout, then you have this trend, breakout, then you have the choppiness, and now it looks like it's, you know, it's basically finding resistance over here. Next area of resistance is the high, but I think Render definitely has the potential to go and hit $24. Definitely has the potential to do that. So I'm not sure if any of you have Render spot bags. Cool, legends. Now, just want to see something here quick. Yeah, I think that's basically what I wanted to discuss. Just quickly want to look at Fetch. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Fetch, but I mean, Fetch is very well known in the AI sector. And also, exactly, you guys can see it's just left the train station. It's chopping, 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 chopping. Okay, I mean, exactly. It feels like I'm analyzing the exact same chart. It's chopping, 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 and at some point you're going to get that candle. Okay. I see someone is speaking about Fala network. You can see it's also creating that choppiness to the upside, but it's a little bit far away already. Okay, it's a little bit far away. you know, I still like to buy here maximum. That's the maximum. Once it's gone where it is now, follow network. It's. I mean, I have a spot back in this zone. I'm not gonna buy here, right? With on the lower time frames, you can still play the breakouts. By all means, you can still play the breakouts, right? If you've missed the breakouts, then you apply the D-line strategy. Okay, you play the breakouts. And if you put your stop loss here where you were supposed to put your stop loss, okay, you would still be in the trade. Right, there was another one, breakout, okay. But yeah, for me, yeah, at the moment is a no trade zone. I just want to check something here. I do just want to see. I actually do have a swing trade open. 𝗞𝗄𝗍. And I see it can be traded on weeks as well. So down in the description, if you'd like to come and trade, you know where to find the link, right? Wormhole Daily. TRX. Someone asked for TRX. Okay, now, legend, the fun starts. Okay, now you're going to give me your altcoin requests and I will go through as many as I possibly can. What's your target for Leia? Oh, my target is the March high, first of all. I mean, that's my target. TP1, that's my TP1, March highs over here. And then from a fib extension perspective, it could go as high as, and I'm going to be conservative over here because I'm actually supposed to take it from this low, but I'm just going to be conservative. Sorry, wrong tool. Let me use the trend base over here from this pivot to the high because it has made a beautiful bullish structure. It has made a higher low over here. So really like it to the low. Okay, let me just reverse it so we can see the levels to the upside. And okay, TP1. Ooh, and it so happens that you have the 1.618 fib extension and also the fib expansion at exactly the same level, and which is 14 cents. Okay, but I do think it has the potential to hit 17 cents over here. So TP1, TP2, TP3. Okay, cool. So those are basically my targets. Let me go and have a look at TRX. I actually have not looked at TRX in a while, and I remember this dinosaur coin from the previous bull cycles. Okay, I specifically did not like this token because of how they marketed it. They really spent their marketing budget on the biggest amount of crap that I could possibly think of. Okay, they 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 paid people, and I see it still on my channel. Okay, when a token gets launched and the marketing team pays people to go and post crap on other people's YouTube channels to promote their products, okay, it really pisses me off to the core. And this is what TRX did when they launched their products. They tried to buy or pay celebrities to hype up their token. They paid people with, normal people like you and I. How would you like to earn $50 per day? All you have to do is post these comments on every influencer's YouTube comments, and then it becomes very spammy and those type of things. So that's the reason I don't like TRX. Okay, I just don't agree with their integrity. But I mean, technically, okay, you don't have to love the project. You just trade the technicals. But I mean, there's nothing to trade over here, right? It's just rampaging to the upside. What can I say? Nothing to analyze over here. Okay, on the daily chart, I mean, okay, it's pumping, right? There's a couple of breakouts that you could have caught, the breakouts, but you've missed them. This is just a guard candle here to the upside. There's nothing to analyze, right? Yes, I'm acknowledging. Sometimes people want me to look at an altcoin because it's pumping. And then I'm like, so what? Okay, it's pumping. You missed the breakout. Don't FOMO into the trade. The only thing you can do is going to the lower time frames and go and see if you can spot a trend forming. And at the moment, there's not enough data yet for me to say with confidence that there's a trend forming, because you have two pivots over there. You're breaking out, but it's a very steep trend. I would like more price action, okay, to maybe form a better trend, okay, where I will adjust the trend and then you play the breakout. But this, for me, is not tradable. Okay, It's not tradable. It's pumping. It's doing amazing things here to the upside. If you were lucky enough to buy your spot bags during the accumulation zone over here, now you're just enjoying the momentum to the upside. But this, you missed it. Okay, as per the thumbnail yesterday, you missed it. Right now, you have to wait for consolidations and play the breakouts on the smaller time frames. Okay, so that is basically TRX, but I mean, fundamentally, it's not a project that I like. I really don't like it. It's not a project that I will keep in my spot bags at all. From a trading perspective, yes, you can trade. You know, I trade anything. If the technicals looks great and it respects my trading strategy, you get in, you take your profits, you get out. I don't care what coin it is. But from a long-term perspective, I do care about the fundamentals. And even though it has bumped here to the upside, I personally just don't like TRX. Okay, I think we all have that coin that we don't like. Some people hate XRP, some people hate HEX. I don't like TRX. I don't like how they bribe their way from a marketing perspective to get traction on their project. I mean, you have to do what you got to do at the end of the day, but from a moral perspective, I don't agree with what they did. Okay. Ooh, can you take a look at Puke? Right, let's go and look at some more altcoin requests over here. Where did I see that? EA Q USDT. Let's go and have a look at this altcoin. Down 7% today. Is this it? Okay. Let's give it one more try over here. Let's try 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗍. Let's try BitGet. Okay, let's just see if some of them have a little bit more data. A little bit more data. No, sorry guys, I can't analyze this. Okay, there's no data to analyze. Sorry guys, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but if you show me a token like this, what do you want me to analyze? There's nothing to analyze. Okay. Right. And I really like to focus on Bitcoin, on altcoins on larger time frames. And if there's not enough data for me to go and work out levels of resistance and Elliott wave scenarios and those type of things, I mean, you know, then all you can do is research from a fundamental perspective and you invest. That's all you can do. Technically, there's nothing to look at. Okay. And I'm a technical trader. Most of my investments are technically based, and from a long-term perspective, fundamentals as well. So for me, if I had to invest in a project like this, okay, it will purely be based on fundamentals, not technicals, because there's nothing to technically analyze over here. Right. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just being factual, okay? Just being factual over here. Right. Hi, Dewald. As usual, thank you for your alpha. Could you look at Solana? Long-term targets, this bull run targets, etc. Yes, let's go and have a look at Solana. I also have a big spot bag. It's most probably my largest spot bag is Mr. or Mrs., however she wants to identify Solana, right? Okay, let's go and have a look at Solana. And on Solana, I really like to look at the log scale. Okay, so dare I even say that I think Solana has the potential to hit $800? Dare I even say that? And I am using the words potential. Solana has the potential during this cycle to potentially hit $793. Okay, so I mean, I have done Elliott wave theory on Solana a while back, but it looks like the structure is still intact. So from a logarithmic perspective, looking at Solana from the 24th of December 2020, it looks like it formed a massive wave 1. We went into the bear market. We formed a wave 2. This is now the wave 3 over here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is now potentially building up momentum to go and complete the 5th wave, which is a conservative target, believe it or not, at $793. I'm not sure. Okay, no one can predict how high any token, including Bitcoin, is going to go. All I can do is to say that, well, when I measure it from a fib extension perspective, it looks like the third wave could end around $800. Okay. So, I mean, but Solana is one of those bags that I don't plan to cash out very soon. I do plan to take some profits, but I will leave a bag there that I will keep on DCAing into every single month, or with every major dip that we get to the downside. Okay, Amigo, a Dewald, super chat from yesterday was not answered. D D S Y N C. It sounds like YMCA. Right. Okay, for at 𝗬cie crypto. Perfect. I will do the super chat right now. Let's go and do the super chat. Guys, there are so many altcoins. How do you even decide, okay, which ones to add to your portfolio? Because you cannot add all of them, right? You just can't. You have to at some point draw the line in the sand and say, I'm done, right? I have enough. I can't add any more. Okay, let's do 𝗞𝗔 over here. Is this the right one? Destra network? Destra network. I just want to see that maybe there's more data that the exchanges are not showing us. Ooh, okay, it does have a lot more data. Okay, I mean, it looks like it launched here April 24. Oh, it's only on 24. April 24, December 24. Okay, so it's fairly new project. May. Right. I mean, the only thing, it has a little bit more data than the one that I just had a look at. It's an AI token. Okay, it's an AI token, and I know some of the AI tokens has recently been launched, so they don't have a lot of technical data, but there's not a lot of technical data for me to analyze over here, but it does have a little bit more than the other one. Okay, so you have broken trend. Okay, you've broken out from trend. You have formed a higher low over here, okay, which tells me this could be a 1-2 because of this volume. This looks like a third wave here to the upside, okay, volume. So I can apply a little bit of Elliott wave theory over here. You've broken trend, you have a little bit of a bull flag, you've broken out with nice volume. This could be a 1-2 and you're building a third wave here to the upside, still expecting a 4 and a 5. Okay, from a target perspective, based on the price action that I have in front of me, okay, you could potentially expect a 97 cents, okay, 97 cents. I mean, yes, it can go higher, legends. I just want to point out it can go much higher because unfortunately, not even in Elliott wave theory does third waves have targets. All Elliott wave theory states, and they are very clear about it, is that do not try and short a third wave until you see a clear fourth wave. Don't try and short it because you're going to get wrecked. Okay, because a third wave can be 1, 2, 3. It can just continue like XRP. It's XRP went past the 5 extension year already. And if you are one of those people that are constantly trying to catch the tops, okay, to short the momentum to the downside, don't be an idiot. Okay, third waves are not made for shorting. They are made to play to the upside using the D-line strategy that I often talk about. Okay, so do not try and short a third wave. But also what I'm trying to say over here is usually, generally speaking, the 1.618 is considered a very common conservative third wave target. And this is why I always highlight this target. So a lot of people might take profits by the 1.618. And then when this happened, they're like, crap, I should have left that position just to ride. So part of your trading strategy could be that maybe you take 50% profits and you leave a moon bag. Okay. Cool. So, but yeah, this is basically all I see on Destra. So thanks for the super chat yesterday. I apologize for missing it, but there's sometimes too many chats and things going on and I don't always catch all of them. But I do see a super chat over here from Tiago Diaz. Welcome. Thanks for the super chat. Doge, Gov, USD on TradingView, coin next chart, please. Yes, you will. That's very specific. I love it. I love it. You tell me exactly the ticker and the exchange to use. Love it. You are so specific. Thanks for the super chat. Okay. Doge, Gov. Let's do USD. And then we use, well, did I make a spelling error over here? Yes, I did. Okay. Doge. Let's try again. Gov, USD perpetual, USD. I want to find the exact one that you, CoinX. Okay, you said CoinX. Right, let's go. This is the one that I'm looking at specifically for the legend with the super chat over here. And my heart just sank. Legends, let me make something clear over here. I'm really not trying to be an asshole, okay? Really, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I really love to analyze coins that has a little bit more data, okay? Like Fala Network. I mean, look at the beautiful data that I have at my disposal to analyze. I have a previous bull cycle. I have waves. I can do measurements. I can apply my D-line strategy. And then this to me, okay, where is a little bit difficult to analyze. Okay, the only thing you can do with charts like these is to use basic technical analysis. Okay, the trend is up and the trend is your friend until the very end. So from a trading perspective, it's still in your best interest to look for longs because the trend is still your friend to the upside. So I can identify that the trend is up. What I do like about the little bit of data that I have over here, okay, I won't be able to work out targets because the structure doesn't allow me to work out targets. But what I love about this token is it respects the D-line strategy beautiful. And I love to day trade tokens like this. Okay, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful breakouts where it respects the D-line strategy. Okay, and you could have, with this little momentum here to the upside, if I ignore these two, you could have had many successful trades to the upside and you would not have been stopped out once. You could have had 1, 2, 3, 4 successful trades. Okay, this one is still playing out, but it does have the potential to come and claim the high. So if history repeats itself, you play the breakout, you put your stop below the recent low, you take profits at the high. This one played out, this one played out, this one played out. So maybe this one's also going to play out. And maybe then it does the same thing where you have your trend and it goes up again. But from a target perspective, where this can go from an Elliott wave perspective, I don't have enough data. All I can tell you, basic technical analysis, is the trend is up. It's still in your best interest to look for longs, and it does respect the D-line strategy very beautifully. So you can just continue playing the breakouts to the upside. Okay, so maybe not what you wanted to hear, but this is the best that I can do from a technical perspective. I am a technical trader. I'm not a fundamentalist. And maybe if I was a fundamentalist, I would have dived into the fundamentals of the token and told you whether it's a great project or not. But that's not my area of expertise. I specialize in technical analysis. Okay, so I hope that was good, Mr. Diaz. I hope you appreciate that because that's unfortunately all I can do. Right, wormhole, Vinwick, wormhole. Is that the ticker? Let's go check it out. Ooh, wormhole. Is that the ticker? Do I have to go and look for the ticker? Wrong one, please. Oh, Um, was that the wrong one? I searched it exactly the way that you asked. Okay, did I really do it wrong? I apologize. Doge OB. Why is my alarm going off? Is Bitcoin falling or is it breaking out? USD. Sorry, legends. I'm really struggling with this altcoin. I'll get to it in a moment. Okay, I'll get to it in a moment. Right. Let me just go through a couple of other altcoins. Cool, legends. Let me go through a couple of other altcoins and then not the perpetual one, Diego Diaz. Sorry about that, Mr. Diaz. Also look at Tectum, please. Heart people taking what? Heard people talking about it. Not sure if it's a solid project. Okay, Tectum. Right, Tectum. Nice. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. 𝗖𝗂𝗍𝗫, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Diaz, I always appreciate everything you do, Dewald. You are a living legend. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry, I had a look at the wrong one. I just want to, do some other requests for other people, and I'll circle back to it. Okay. Can you please take a look at core? Can you please take a look at theta, amp? Oh, I can't wait, Dewald. I'm not in a hurry. Okay, perfect. Right, theta. I mean, I want to talk about theta because I like to talk about theta because I do have a spot bag of theta. Let's see, Mr. Theta over here. Am I going to have to go and search for theta? If I'm not mistaken, theta has actually done amazing things here to the upside. Ooh, what a bullish structure this can like to be. But I mean, okay, it's obviously from an investment perspective, yes, I mean, when you're so close to the highs, right, it's not really a great investment. I mean, yes, you can still expect way higher levels. And then people tell me, Dewald, you told me not to buy here. Look at where theta is now. Okay. All I'm saying is my investment strategy does not allow me to buy a token that's already pumped. Yes, you can still buy it, but like I said yesterday during my live stream, you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. If it comes back down to retest the area that it's broken out from, don't be scared. Okay, you're going to be underwater if you are foaming into trades that's already pumping, knowing that it could potentially still explode to the upside. Right? This is the best zone to buy. If you are buying a token that is already pumping, you are exposing yourself to a larger pullback and you're going to be underwater and you need to be comfortable with that. And if you have guts and courage to hold on to that position, okay, it could potentially lift you out of that position and continue momentum to the upside. Okay. So theta looks great, but it's not in a buy zone for me. Okay. So when something is not in a buy zone for me, that's usually when I go into the smaller time frames and I go and check out, well, can I day trade it? Okay. Because when there's nice momentum, there's maybe a nice little day trade around the corner. Okay. There was a break of trend. Ooh, theta doesn't really have beautiful trends. Okay. Okay, I mean, that was a beautiful trend. But not all of them. So it's not really a nice day trading token. Solana, Rune, Fetch, they are all great day trading tokens. I mean, what is this? How do you trade that? Okay, maybe another trading strategy. Okay, it's a little bit more difficult. A lot of people struggle with this trading strategy. Is you play the horizontal breakout. Okay. You use it exactly like the D-line strategy, but you play the horizontal breakout. I don't particularly enjoy this trading strategy, but I have used it in the past because you can see this is the rejection zone. It's struggling. It could be struggling. And when it breaks out, okay, you put your stop below the previous low. Okay, maybe it comes back for a retest. Okay, and then it continues momentum to the upside. But I like my D-line strategy. I like the nice little break off trends. Okay, that's my favorite strategy. But at the moment, right here, not a day trade for me. Okay, I think that there are other tokens. Oh, the one that I spoke about yesterday. Okay, Miro. Who's still in the Miro trade that I highlighted yesterday? Did anyone take the Miro trade, which I spoke about yesterday? I did see some of the legends enter the trade. Tell me, guys, are you still in the Miro trade? Because I spoke about this one yesterday. And, you know, some people, they get extremely scared. I think we were pumping up here and people were telling me, yeah, we nailed the entry. And then we came back down, and most people, you know, some people will actually cash out. They cannot take the loss. They like, crap, we're going down, cash out. Okay. And if you just sit on your hands and let the trade play out because you've planned it with good risk management, you'll still be in the trade and now you'll be in some nice profits. Okay. But I mean, the Miro trade is a beautiful D-line strategy trade. Okay. And this is the ones that I look for because there's so many altcoins. You can be picky. You can pick the altcoin that suits your trading strategy. You don't have to force a trade on a coin if it doesn't make sense, like theta. Okay. Theta on the smaller time frames for me doesn't make sense. And there are hundreds and thousands of altcoins that you can go and have a look at, and you find the one that suits your trading strategy that you can apply successfully. Okay. Don't be married to a coin and think that you can only trade that coin, and then you try and force a trade, but the price action didn't make sense to you. So guys, let me know in the comments who took the Miro trade yesterday. I'm in Miro trade. I was minus 20%, but now you're back up. I hope you, because you did say you're still in the Miro trade. So congratulations. Okay. I do think that this Miro trade has the potential to come and claim the high, and dare I say, even much higher levels. But I mean, from a day trading perspective, we have our profit taking areas. Okay, you might be asking yourself, why is my profit taking area over here? Because when I plan my trade, okay, why am I entering? Where is my stop loss, and where do I plan to take profits? You know, I just zoomed out onto the larger time frame over here, and I saw this little pivot there. And these little pivots on the larger time frames can be strong resistance levels. And that is where I get my TP from, because I have a hunch. Okay. Well, let me not use the word hunch. From a technical perspective, you have been making higher highs and higher lows. So it would make sense when you break the trend that you're going to make a higher high again, which aligns with this resistance point. And this is why I plan to close the trade over there, purely from a technical perspective, not because I feel like it. Okay. Devil, trust in you. Give my P&L today. Plus 30%. Okay, so some of you did take that Miro trade yesterday. I entered the Miro trade very small, but DGen 45x. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter the amount of leverage that you use. It's all about the position size. Okay. A lot of new people that enter the market, they don't understand it. Okay. They only look at the person's leverage that they used. I even saw yesterday when I posted my week's trade from the Bitcoin perspective that I took, and people saw that I used 25x. I saw some of the comments of people saying, wow, how on earth does he use 25x? The most leverage I've ever used is 5x. I'm telling you now, leverage does not matter. It is the position size, and it is about how much money you will lose when your stop loss gets hit. Because let me explain it very quickly. If you have $1,000 account and you use $2 at 100x, okay, and you get liquidated on that position, you only lose $2. Okay, leverage does not matter. I want to know, how much money did you apply with that leverage? Okay, because some people will trade with 2% of their portfolio at 100x leverage because they are able to sniper the entries. Okay, but when they get liquidated or stopped out, they still only lose 2% of their portfolio. I do get concerned when people tell me they use large position sizes at high leverage. That's where it becomes dangerous. But you cannot judge anyone's trade based on the amount of leverage that they're using if you don't know what the position size is. Okay, and how much capital they've used from their portfolio. So when I have a trade open on 25x or 10x or 15x, okay, you don't know how much capital I've applied to that leverage position. It could be that I've applied $10. It could be that I've applied $1,000. Okay, it's the position size that matters. I don't know why some people, when they see the leverage amount, they just like, ooh, they get scared. Like, how did you even do that? It's not about the leverage. Okay. I look at the Miro. I took the Miro trade. Komona. Well done, well done. I'm glad some of you did take the trade, and it's still currently in play. So far, it still looks really great. What I do like about the Miro trade is that we have high time frame candle closes above. Okay, let me just switch this off. Okay, that looks better. Okay. I always talk about when you play the D-line strategy, the minimum time frame that I want to see close above the trend is the 15-minute candles. Even better, the 1-hour candles. But I mean, the higher the time frame, the more confirmed the trade becomes. And when you start having daily candles closes outside of the trend, that's when you know, okay, the probabilities are now shifting towards this can definitely play out. Okay, let's celebrate the first super chat over here. Let me like your super chat. For some reason, it doesn't allow me to like your super chat. Ayush, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate the little smiley face over there. Okay, thoughts on bearish CVD on the daily, 12 hour on BTC. Okay, I don't like to look at CVD on such large time frames. 12-hour bearish CVD. Are you saying, okay, maybe I'm just misunderstanding your question, right? If I look at BTC on the 12-hour time frame, okay, do you mean RSI, bearish RSI? I do see some hidden bearish divergence over here, okay, where you've made a higher high and you've made a lower low on RSI, which is hidden bearish divergence. But I can tell you now, I have back tested RSI divergences and they are not accurate. You would have missed so many trades and you would have missed so many momentums to the upside if you base your trading strategy purely on hidden bearish divergence on the RSI. Okay. It's just what I did. I back tested it. I don't like it. It doesn't have a high accuracy rate. CVD, cumulative volume delta, I don't use on the higher time frames because local 5-minute, 15-minute time frame always takes priority over larger time frame CVD. So if you spot, for example, okay, if you spot, let's just try and play this out. If you spot bearish CVD, for example, over here, okay, you have a higher high on CVD, okay, you have lower high on price action. Now you would say, okay, crap, we're definitely going down. But then as price consolidates, then maybe you create bullish CVD against these small little pivots, okay? Maybe you start creating bullish CVD. Local CVD always takes priority over larger time frame CVD, especially on the 4-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour daily. Okay. Right. Hope you guys enjoy the education. Smash up the like. And remember, legends, if you'd like to come and trade with me, support the channel. Links down in the description where you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses and lowest trading fees, weeks, okay, up to 20K sign-up bonus by completing a couple of activities. Dead simple, right? Low trading fees only by using the link down in the description. And then bluffing, the special ends the end of the week. I know that my date says the 2nd of December, but the team has told me that the special is till the end of the week, where you qualify for 10% cash back on the money that you put into your features account, and it's for existing and new users. Okay. Right. Tiago, pack late, yeah, I'll post it in the pro chat. Oh, Diaz, you are inside the pro community. I mean, yeah, you guys have different usernames. Hi, Dewald, may I know why WIF is not moving? WIF, I don't know. Has WIF not moved? because I looked at the bubbles this morning and I think WIF was one of the, oof, let me just check over here. Was it the monthly? Peanut, 1,900%. Where was WIF? Oh, WIF, 1,700%. I mean, it's been up throughout the last year. It's one of the biggest movers. Okay, I mean, OHM, 15,000%, 15x to the upside, absolutely insane. So, I mean, WIF has already done incredible things to the upside. It's only natural that some of them will slow down, consolidate, reset, and then continue momentum to the upside. You have to remember that the market moves in waves, okay? You have a pump, price slows down, okay? You have a pump, most likely price is going to slow down. It's going to slow down again. Okay. Ooh, right, legends. Miro. Ooh, Miro looks great. Fala Network. I mean, we've been talking about Fala Network. I don't know for how long, legends. And I've got another super chat over here. Ayush. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce all these names. Hi, Dewald. Can you check Alt Layer Coin? Alt. This sounds very, very familiar. I think I have looked at this one before. Alt. Shift. Delete. Let's have a look at. Let's just add the Bybit one as well, in case one of them don't have proper data. Okay, daily. Let's see. Oh, okay. I remember this one. I do remember this one. Okay, so this one has the most amount of data. Right. I mean, the only thing that I see bullish over here is because, I mean, this looks like the launch price. This looks like where it was launched or listed on the exchange, and it had a massive pump here to the upside. I'm not sure if there's any pre-data, okay, that shows me where this price action comes from. But what I do like about the token is that, okay, it has found the floor. The selling pressure is exhausted. And it's starting to change market structure. This is something specifically that I usually have a look at, okay, is that the selling pressure is getting exhausted. You can see, you know, sell, and then it starts turning around, okay? And then magically what happens is you make a higher high compared to this high. So you're starting to change market structure where you've just been making lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower lows, all the way down. And then when you made this high, you made a higher high. And guess what? You came back down and you made a higher low. And this is what happened to ADA. Exactly, you know, not exactly the same structure, but yeah, where it started changing market structure. And then once you made the higher low, you now made a higher high. So you can see that price is starting to reverse because you're changing local market structure. So you're going from lower highs to higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so this is what I like. And I don't really have enough data to go and measure where this potentially can go to from an Elliott wave or FIB extension perspective. But I mean, it had a nice little breakout over here. Okay, beautiful breakout, right? And now it's pumping. Okay, it's starting to hit a little bit of resistance over here. Okay, that's where it's getting the current consolidation. I always preach, always look to the left and you find areas of consolidation, because these little consolidation areas can provide massive resistance when price pumps to the upside. And they can also potentially give you profit-taking areas, especially if I don't have enough data to analyze where this can go to. You can get crazy and say, well, I want to know, based on the little bit of price action that I have, what is the most bullish structure or target? You take a FIB, normal FIB, from the high to the low, okay? And then your 1.618, okay, is generally a target that could be hit depending on the fundamentals of the project. So if this is the only data that you have, take a FIB from the high to the low, and then you get a bullish target. If you want to know how crazy it can get, it's most likely a target that it can hit, okay, if momentum continues to the upside. But usually the highs is a great target, okay, as a TP1. And then, if you want to nibble at some profits at these consolidation areas, by all means. But I'm just talking from, if you want to know what's the most bullish target because you really believe in the project, the fundamentals are great, and you believe it's going to just rocket to the upside, look at the 1.618, $1. Okay, hope that help. Okay, cool. Noted with thanks. Can you see AMP? Mr. AMP? I'm losing my marbles over here. AMP, USDT. I remember this one from a technical perspective. Ooh. This looks like a low cap. Okay, people often ask me, Dewald, how do you know if something's low cap? Just by looking at the chart. I can see it from the wicks, and I can see that someone, a whale, has been aggressively buying AMP. Someone with a large amount of money has been buying AMP. How do you know that, Dewald? Because I have seen this movie before, and I remember this. I remember this, and this, and this, and this, and this, okay, from Render. Believe it or not, I've seen this on Render. When Render was in the bear market trading at some of its lowest levels, I saw this price action. And in technical analysis, what this basically means, there's someone with a lot of cash that's accumulating, and when they buy, it spikes up the price and then it normalizes again. But it has to be green candles. It has to be green candles. You don't want to see red candles. Okay, and this is usually a sign of someone with a large amount of cash that's starting to accumulate. So a whale bought here, he bought there, he bought there, and someone with a large amount of money bought over there, okay? And then you can see how quickly the chart normalizes again. So someone with a large amount of cash is still buying this token, and I can see it from the wicks over here. And you could go back into the history of Render. You'll see the exact same thing when we went into the bear market lows, okay? Large whales were accumulating Render at these low levels. So, I mean, now it has broken trend. It's, grinding here to the upside. And what can I say? Okay, it's not a token that I can really analyze here at the moment, okay? It looks low cap. And I'm sure if I have to go and look at it on CoinMarketCap, let's just go quickly. I would not be surprised if it's a small market cap. AMP. Sure, 867 million. Okay, perhaps there's just low liquidity. 125 on the list. So it's a mid cap. It's a mid cap, but it looks like it has low liquidity at the moment. Okay, with these wicks, with these little wicks. Right, but I mean, there's not much to analyze at the moment. Yeah, legends. I mean, fib from the high to the low. Let's see where we are at the moment. This is where we got the rejection, as at the 50% fib level. Can it go higher? Yes, it has the potential because it has made a higher low over here. So, I mean, this week, it's a very weird week here to the upside. I don't like to do technical analysis on weeks like that, but, let's just give it a shot. Okay, from a bullish perspective, maybe you're going to hit 3 or let's say 4 cents, okay, which is in confluence here with a 1.618 as well. Right, so that's basically the simple technical analysis here on AMP. Right, Bata, can you look at Doge? Can you check Bitcoin Cash? Much love, Mr. Shark. Everyone's just asking for their favorite altcoin. Hi, can you check RSR? Render, please. How will it go? I mean, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗁. I will go and have a look at it at the moment. I just want to read through some comments and see if someone is not just writing something nice to read through instead of just asking for altcoin requests. Hey, Mr. Crypto. Gold Star, welcome to the live stream. AMP has data, lol. Yes, AMP has data. Okay, I've showed you it has data. It does have data. Okay. ETH, I think there's news now. AMP has data. Yes. Have a nice day from Angola. Wow, Manuel, welcome all the way from Angola. Trump token. What else? Am I missing super chats over here? I'm just going through some comments because people always complain. I see the comments after the fact. You did not read my comment. Okay. So I'm just reading through some comments at the moment. XRP, my prayers is back above D line. XRP, okay. I know a lot of people has been asking, so there's a theme there for me. A lot of people have been asking for XRP, so let's go and have a quick quiz at XRP. I'm just trying to pick up some themes, okay? XRP, let's go look at I mean, what can I say, Mr. XRP? My spot bags are absolutely amazing, okay? Because I bought at 44 cents. 44 cents down here, you know, or this is where I bought XRP. All right. And now still busy with the third wave until we see a larger consolidation. We could be busy with a 4, or we just continue the third wave here to the upside. But now you guys say it's the smaller time frames that I need to pay attention to. Okay. XRP loves the D line strategy. Okay. Yeah. Altcoin Pro chat. Okay, I'm just going to finish the analysis here on XRP and then I'll go through the super chat. Okay, are we to reach 1.618 by March? Right, I will go through AR in a moment. Cool, legends, XRP. I mean, yes, you guys can see D line played out to perfection. D line played out to perfection. And now the question is, can this D line like to be playing out to perfection? Okay, that is the momentum that I will track. It's not really breaking out for me at the moment. Okay, unless you have your trend over there and you are speculating that this is potentially the breakout. For me to play it on the safe side, I will have my trend over there. If it breaks that trend, it's going to give me a little bit more of a confirmation to the upside. Okay. What I do like, okay, one thing that I do like over here, okay, is the SFP from the lows. I do like that XRP took the lows because guess what? When people are playing momentum to the upside, where do they put their stop losses? Okay, they've been stopped out and it got acceptance back above. So that was a great entry if you applied the swing failure pattern strategy. Okay. So for me to be a little bit more conservative and have a confirmed breakout, I will have my trend at these two pivots. And then when it breaks out, you can have a tight stop loss. You can have a better stop loss. And if you have a stop loss over here, you could potentially move up your stop loss. You do increase the probabilities of being stopped out, but I mean, let's see, okay? Right, legends. So yeah, for me, this trade could still be traded. Okay, because I know some of you might be saying it's already broken out because you have your trend over there and it's grinding against the trend. Yes, definitely a probability. Okay, but for me, I know XRP well enough. Can you guys see it likes the wicks? I know the personality of XRP. Can you see how it loves the wicks? Okay, it loves the wicks. Okay, so I will only play the breakout once this trend that I have over here breaks. Okay, cool. So that is quick and dirty analysis here on the price of XRP. AR, yeah, Ayush, I struggle with the names over here. Okay, AR, I do have a big spot bag of AR. I actually saw someone on YouTube today saying that they are ditching AR. I think they are making a mistake. Okay, but I mean, you do you, right? You do you. From a technical perspective, I still like AR on the daily. And you basically want to know what is the target or if the 1.618 can be reached by March next year. I think it has a possibility to do that before next year, March. Okay. Looking at, let's see if it will actually be a good comparison. Let's do ADA. And I just want to see something over here. Okay. As you can see, right? I mean, AR has actually been way more bullish than ADA. Okay. But I mean, very similar. You can see that it's followed the similar structure over here. Okay, very, very similar. But AR went much higher. Okay, but ADA pumped, but they both came down for a correction. But look at what ADA did already. It already claimed the highs. Okay, ADA is extremely bullish here to the upside. So if the pattern is going to repeat, that's repeated for most of the altcoins already, especially the good layer ones, I would expect AR to follow suit and have that aggressive momentum to the upside as well. So let me just take this out the way. Quick and dirty answer is yes. Do you believe that the 1.618 could be hit before next year March? I would say it has a good chance. Okay, nothing is ever guaranteed in the market, and I can't guarantee and say for certain and definitely and yes, or with certainty. The market is here to surprise us, and what I can tell you is that the probabilities are high to hit this level before March. Maybe it won't, but there's a higher chance. Okay, based on what I've seen with some of the other altcoins. Okay, you have to remember XRP that I've just spoken about did 1, 2, 3. That's what it did. It smashed those levels like it didn't even exist. ADA has done this. ADA is around about here. Okay. Do I think AR has a potential to reach the 1.618 at least? Yes, I do think it has the potential, even the 2 over here. And I mean, who knows how high the third wave is going to go? No one knows. Okay, do not try and short a third wave, because you will see you're behind if you don't exercise good risk management. But I mean, on AR as well, you have left the train station, and I would expect, even if it gets choppy to the upside, at some point you're going to get that little God candle. Right. Christoffel, welcome to the live stream. I have not recommended token, which is... I have a not recommended token, which is I hated really and delist token on exchange. Can you see it? It's maybe found at the bottom. Unf. What a weird name. Okay, is that just the ticker? Is it Bitget? Okay. Is it this one? Unfi? Unfi, it's this one. Yes, it's this one. Unfi. Right, let's see. This is the only one that's there. Oh, this looks bad. If Christoffel, just confirm if this is the one. But if this is the one, it looks bad. It really looks bad. Okay. This could potentially be a great buying opportunity, or it's dying, because I see a lot of red volume kicking in here. Okay. A lot of red volume. And I don't like the fact that most 95% of the market is already moving up, grinding to the upside, and this one is still tanking. This is a sign of danger. That is a sign of danger. So I'm not interested. Okay. If price can turn around and it starts changing local market structure, it needs to take that high. It needs to change. It makes a higher high, it makes a higher low, and it makes a higher high. Then I'm going to say, okay, it's rounding off and it's finding momentum back to the upside. But at the moment, it has made a lower low and it has not changed market structure yet. So I'm not interested from a technical perspective. Fundamentally, I can see that something is wrong with the project. Well, technically, I can see that there's fundamentally something wrong with the project. Let me rephrase that sentence. Okay. And yeah, that's what I basically see over here. Sui is looking great. Mr. Crypto Big Brains. If Mr. Crypto Big Brains says something looks great, then maybe it is really looking great. Let's look at Sui over here. Here we go. 19%. Oh, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, yes, it was looking great. It's gone now. It is absolutely gone. It is flying. Okay. I do have a spot bag and I bought during this breakout at around about $1. Okay. 99 cents to $1 was my entry when I played this breakout over here. Okay. Technically, the chart for me looked insane. And I know that there were people that told me, okay, but what about this? The fundamentals about this, the token unlocks, blah, 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 blah. And I literally went and I bought this from a technical perspective. It looked wonderful. Okay. 5 waves here to the upside to complete a wave 1. Beautiful wave 2 over here. I tracked the momentum. It broke out successfully. I entered, added to my spot bags, and look at where we are now. And guess what? Now what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to move this up as it continues momentum here to the upside. Because why do they say do not short a third wave? The only time that you know that you could potentially start looking for shorts when you are almost certain that you are in a third wave. You know, there's even a like a saying in Elliott wave theory is do not try and short a third wave. You are going to see your ass. Okay. When you see a nice 1, 2, and we are now busy with a third wave here to the upside, it's always in your best interest to look for longs, to use the D-line strategy. It's amazing to play the breakouts. You hardly ever get stopped out with good risk management. Okay. When you start seeing a consolidation that is the same time as this, okay, from 1 to 2, when it slows down and it starts consolidating, not like this, that's way too short. Okay, it needs to be a consolidation, same amount of time, and it starts doing this, then you need to start paying attention, because that's where you could potentially still make one more high and then you crash down. Okay. When I see a larger corrective structure, when price is pumping to the upside and it becomes very long in time and it looks very similar to this, I know that there's a chance for one more high to the upside, and then you need to start taking profits, because that's then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C to the downside, and that's potentially, you know, where you will lose all of the profits that you've made. Right. So, I mean, Mr. Crypto Big Brains. Yes, my bags are full of 𝗖𝗍 as well. Yeah, I mean, my bags are also full of 𝗖𝗍. But, you know, when you say it looks great, no, yeah, it looks great because it's pumping, but it doesn't look great from a trading perspective. Okay. It's flying. Okay. That should be the words. Dewald, 𝗖𝗍 is flying. I am so happy that 𝗖𝗍 is flying. And I can see here on the 1 hour time frame, there was a nice little breakout over here. Okay. Just want to see if it actually respected this trend. I mean, come on. Even if you had your trend over here, right? D-line strategy, breakout, stop below the low. It's rampaging to the upside. What can I say? And if you missed the breakout, guess what? Even if you missed this breakout, guess what? There was another breakout. Okay. It often happens where people think they missed the breakout. It consolidates again. You can track that momentum and then get in over there, right? With a tighter stop loss. So, I mean, what can I say? 𝗖𝗍 is just rampaging here to the upside. Right. What is your targets? Mr. Who was it? Mr. Diaz. I'm not sure if you're still here on the live stream. I want to go and check out that altcoin that you sent me the super chat for. I really feel bad. I mean, you've sent the super chat, but I can't remember the ticker name. Okay, let me see if I still have that other one down here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. I'm just struggling. I don't know why people have such long ticker names. Doge. U. No, but it's not Do. It's Doge. US. Doge. US. DL. Longs. Okay. Doge Gov. Oh, it's a Doge Gov. Doge. Doge. Doge Gov, and I mean, this is USD, Doge Gov, USD. Why don't I see it? I only see the perpetuals, the T. I don't see. Okay, guys, sorry. I'm not going to, I don't want to waste more time over here. Perhaps, thanks for your patience, right? I don't know which one to choose over here, right? So maybe if you are inside the Legends Pro community, then maybe we can check it out there. You did say that you posted a chat, altcoins, let's do this. Pac-Man, Dewald, Doge USD, CoinX Spot. Okay, so what I'll do is, because you're in the Legends Pro community, I will do a private update for you. How does that sound? Right, cool. Legends, I have unfortunately run out of time. Is there still anything else that we need to have a look at over here? Check Discord quick. Pac-Man, he's tagged you. Yes, I did see Discord, and I think what I'll do is I will just post a video of the update that I see. I think I don't want to waste anyone else's time. I can see as soon as I go to this coin, the views just drop. So people are obviously not interested in this token. So Diaz, I will do a private update for you inside of the Discord community. If you'd like to come and join and have access to myself and Andy and ask anything you want from a trading perspective, first link down in the description, right? Remember the exchanges, the 10% cashback on Bluffin, whether you are a new member or an existing member. If you've used our links in the past, you get that 10% cashback in your features account, right? And also weeks with the lowest trading fees. Legends, that's unfortunately all I have time for today. I will check you guys in the next one. Hit the like button. Devil, please check Discord. Must I check the Discord again? What did I miss in Discord? Okay. I am in Discord. What am I missing? What am I missing? Devil, thank you so much. Pleasure. Devil, check Discord. Mr. Pac-Man, yes, I will check Discord after the live stream. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. I will check you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining. Cheers for now.